Welcome back to the official GeekSpeak podcast. I'm your host, Sean, and joined as always is my co-host, Josh Vanished, Rudy Rudolph. This is the podcast where we watch movies, make movies, play games, and more. What else can you ask for? And today we're joined by a special guest, David Walden. He is a screenwriter and a story editor and an all-around cool dude, and he'll be officially my wedding, so he's a good guy in general. Yeah. He comes today in an X-Men shirt, so that's pretty cool. Storm's the GOAT.
One of the best.
And Storm from X-Men 97, also great arc. Really cool to watch. Well, welcome. We're happy to have you. David, tell us a bit about being a story editor, what that means in your day-to-day life as a career. For those who don't know.
Basically, it does have to do with editing, but I'm not a full-on editor, thankfully. And we get all the footage that people love to record while they're on set. That's what we call it.
I'd love to record it. Love it.
Yeah, and we get all that footage, and it is tons and tons of footage. We figure out how to make a cohesive story out of it. Usually they're
reality TV, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're like, okay, well, how do we make this make sense and have it be somewhat interesting? And then we cut off all the bits and pieces, and then more bits and pieces, and then even more. And then you get your episode. And then network says, hey, we don't like some of this. Change it. And it's like, but you asked me to change this, so now you want it back. And it's a fun time. It can be so fun. It can be so fun.
Well, you got to be in Spain for part of it too.
I did, yeah. That was for a logger position, so I literally wrote down everything everybody was saying and doing for people who are typically in my position, which is then going to see what happened and then trying to make a story out of it and the best bits they can try to find. And so they don't have to just watch 20, 30, 40 hours of footage, because nobody wants to do that.
That's fair. And also for his credentials in terms of the nerddom, he's as nerdy as we are.
Yes.
In general. And in different ways. He is our resident anime guy today, so that'll be fun. And he also is, of course, the #1 Storm fan in the room, probably, because he has the shirt on also.
Big Storm guy.
The room. We're in different rooms.
What? No, this is all the same room. Clearly, if you can't tell,
one big room.
Something's wrong with you.
Yeah, totally.
Like, what?
I love the idea of this geometry of this room here, how that works. So today we have some news, of course, and of course we're going to do our main topic, which today involves the new year. So happy New Year, guys! We are talking about when Harry Met Sally, which I watched today for the first time, and I think we all watched it this weekend for the first time.
Yep,
that's pretty fun.
Yes, sir.
And I wanted for two reasons. Of course, to honor Rob Reiner, who passed away about 2 weeks ago. And then on top of that, it is a New Year's movie, which I didn't know why until near halfway through the movie. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And I think it holds up for New Year's in general, and the idea of just renewal in time again and again, which makes sense for this movie. And that'll be fun today. And then also, of course, we end today with a super weird story, which is coming back again for the first time again for a while. First time this year, literally. It is currently January 2nd, and we did not do a Christmas special. Instead, we're doing a New Year's special and bringing on a guest. So hopefully that makes up the difference for you all. It'll be a fun time, and we'll have a great day today. Let's get into some news today. Starting with something sad.
Great. Love it.
This is the passing of an actor, James Ransome, at the age of 46 years old due to suicide. You all probably know him from the It movies.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in a lot of other stuff as well. Which older kid was he?
He was the adult version of Eddie.
Thank you. He is a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is really freaking tragic. He was in the Black Phone first one as the Grabber's brother also, which was a really fun role to watch. Like he's always fun to watch in movies and I always see him in. He's great in it, great in Black Phone. He's in #2 as well, briefly. I have not seen Tangerine yet, but I really want to watch him in that because I've heard great things. And it sucks, you know. I wanted to mention this up front so we all get out of the way that this is something that if you're not aware of, rest in peace to James Ransome. We're starting here with Rob Reiner and James Ransome news, I guess. And then moving on to, I know there's no way to transition out of this ever, but All Out Season 2 is now streaming on Amazon Prime. Have either of you watched either season?
I have not yet.
I don't know. Listen. We start with death a lot on the show because people just die all the time, and it's sadly, and I never know how to get out of it ever. Literally
We
ever.
could move it to the end of the news and end it sad.
Speaking of death, oh,
Amazon Prime. But I'd rather end with like I don't know, that feels more awkward. I don't know how to do it. Anyway, Amazon Prime Fallout Season 2. Did you all watch this? Either of you?
Yes, it's really good so far.
I haven't seen season 2 yet. I did watch season 1, and I am definitely going to see season 2. I just have not started it yet.
So I've not
Fantastic show.
played the games or watched this show, but I've gone through the Halloween Horror Nights maze. Cool.
You would enjoy it.
I mean, I haven't played the games either. My wife has. Shout out Lauren. But how have you not seen the show? What is wrong with you?
He doesn't watch
I don't
TV
watch
well.
TV. I can't watch. I am bad at binging anything and bad at starting anything.
And this is why he has now started One Piece, because he's great at watching TV.
So One Piece is a show that I can half pay attention to legitimately and get through it, because they are verbally saying what's happening on screen a lot, first off. And on top of that, like, it is a lot of pacing issues in that show. So I'm like, oh, they're still fighting? Cool. I'm like, nothing has changed in the past 30 minutes. But it's really fun. I'm enjoying One Piece a lot overall. And I am watching more than half watching it, but it is just a show it's not as hard to watch for me than as many shows are. The best show I've ever, the best show I've ever been able to binge like quickly was Ted Lasso, like in years. So it just felt like a hug, you know. But One Piece is great. We'll have One Piece news soon. But yes, Fallout Season 2 is something I want to watch soon. I want to watch both seasons. Do you know how many it's going to be in total? Either of you? What their plan is? Because I thought I might just do a binge release.
I remember if it was 10 or 10 last season. You remember, Josh?
I think it was 10.
It was between like 8 to 10 episodes last season.
That's what I was thinking. Because they were longer, obviously.
Do you want to hear so yay or nay on season 2 releasing, I guess?
Yay.
Yay. Big yay.
I've heard good things. I want to watch it. I like, what's his name? Walton Goggins as the ghoul.
He's great.
Why was he the Walmart Grinch?
I forgot about
like,
that. That was him.
It's weird. It's also weird because it's like that goes against the Grinch, like the consumerism and everything a lot. So it's weird that they get approved to even use the character. Anyway, bizarre. We want to hear bad news about WB and Netflix again. Here we go.
Sure.
Ted Sarandos has confirmed that if they acquire WB, they will be doing a 17-day theatrical window. 17 days.
From a financial standpoint, this makes no goddamn sense. Like, it's one thing during COVID when Universal was doing that. Like, when Universal did this during COVID, they gave it like a 14-day window because, no one was really going to theaters, but they still need to release movies. Okay, it was still stupid then, but it made more sense. This is moronic on a totally other level. Like, what the fuck?
Do you want to hear the funniest part of this, though? This same weekend, Stranger Things finale has already made over $25 million in theaters.
I just don't understand them being so anti-movie theater, but yet you put in K-pop Demon Hunters, and that brings you in so much stupid money. And they're like, well, that was cool.
So do we have Dead Man.
Like, I don't understand financially. I'm like, do you just hate money? Because, and as I've told you both, why would you have someone pay a subscription price for 1 month to see the movie as many times as you want? And you can make them go to the movie theater, see it on a big screen, make everyone money.
Exactly. And you can group watch it at home with a streaming service. And instead, everyone pays tickets themselves. Makes more sense.
Like, I don't understand. The math is not.
He also recently said Barbenheimer would have been just as big at home on Netflix.
That's just a lie. It would not have been.
So what are we supposed to see?
These unique movies. Oh, so stupid.
We're gonna see Dune and and Avengers Doomsday on Netflix. Special.
My Amazon Prime on my phone. We do have more Netflix news in general, and that's a Stranger Things thing. And this is not related to the finale did come out. The show's ended, which has mixed reviews overall for the last season. I have not watched much season 5 yet. I've watched a little tiny bit so far. Josh watched the show and said the finale was good.
Yeah, the finale itself was good. The final season as a whole was kind of a mixed bag. There's a lot of good and there's a lot of meh to it. And I could go into a lot of detail on it, but I'm not going to just because there's so much to talk about. But like, it's not that it's a bad ending like Game of Thrones. It just it could sometimes feel a little underwhelming because they're trying so much to go big and epic, and they lose a lot of the small human elements to it that made the show so good.
Don't you miss the
before.
small town stuff?
Yes, so much.
So we also got a new look at the Stranger Things Tales from 85, which is an animated series following Hawkins' group on an adventure set between seasons 2 and 3 of the main show, releasing this year. If it's released between seasons 4 and 5 to bridge the gap, it would have been a lot better received, I feel like, as an idea.
Well, it's bridging 2 and 3, right?
No. I'm saying like coming out, like I'm bridging the gap in time for Stranger Things not releasing. So because if this came out, let's say a year ago, that could have been way better received also.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how well it does, maybe they'll do it. Why they didn't do it before the release of season 5, who knows? Netflix
I also don't need more between 2 and 3. I don't need more to see more. I don't need to see more. But sure, I'll give us a vague yay, I guess. Like, whatever.
It's very funny given how this season ends. Like, I don't know what else they could really do with the show aside from taking place during that time. Because again, I go into specifics, but it's a definitive ending for a multitude of reasons.
I think that Henry Creel takes over the entire world. That's the answer. That's what happens totally. And the whole world dies, and 11 is suffocated in a building. That's how the show ends.
Whoa, I was going to say...
Did I guess right?
I was going to say Steve and Jonathan get together, and then Nancy and Robin...
That's still part of it. I think Nancy becomes a lesbian for Karen Wheeler.
Speaking of Nancy...
Wait, that's her mom. Never mind. That's never mind. Wrong. I was talking... No, here's the thing. I don't remember who's related to who in this show because they don't have any interactions most of the time.
Nancy Wheeler, not related to Karen Wheeler. Not at all. They're different people.
I meant to. What's funny is in my head, I was picturing Joyce Byers when I said Nancy. When I said Karen. What's his face? There's too many fucking characters in the show.
Oh, yeah.
There's too many characters.
It's an issue this season.
Star, you're watching One Piece. Like, let's relax.
There's 5 so far of the main characters, though.
Okay, main characters, I'll give you that. But there's more, obviously, to come.
I'm not counting like, I don't know, Kudru or Arlong and stuff. They're like barely in the show. Oh, God. Let's get on to the Avatar news, followed by the different Avatar news. We have Avatar Fire and Ash is out right now and making money. Lots of money. But a fun thing about that is James Cameron says that Matt Damon, who was offered the role at the beginning, would have gotten a 10% share of the gross revenue of the film. If he said yes, which 10% of what, $2.9 billion like that, just in your pocket, that's pretty great.
That would be, oh my gosh, on top of,
Then he got someone who looked vaguely like him anyway, with Sam Worthington. Like, you and Matt Damon enough. You got similar features.
You're white.
But yeah, this movie's out right now, and I think it's fine. I think all 3 are fine. But this one is just the third act, the same as the third act of number 2. Same whale stuff. But you know what? Somehow Spider's more important. I guess.
Remember, the white boy needs to save the day.
They're like,
white boy with dreads.
Yeah, first it was military white man must save this tribe. And now it's white boy with dreads must save this tribe. I don't get it. I'm seeing it tonight.
It's fine.
Yeah, the Avatar movies, to me, it's like you go see them on a big screen, very pretty. Story-wise, not a whole lot there. Then you go home,
the first one
kind of forget about it until the next movie comes out, and then you're like, okay, I guess I'll maybe go see this. Have I met anybody?
What, 14 years between the first 2? 13, 14 years?
Something like that. Yeah, because the first one was what, like 2009?
9.
Yeah.
I saw the movie twice. I saw it twice in 2009. In theaters once and at home once. That's it. I never seen it again since then.
So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go on to better Avatar related stuff, aka the animated one. Let's start with some cool news about it first, and then some bad news. Let's go on to some casting announcements for it. For the Avatar Legend of Aang movie coming out, delayed again, unfortunately, but we had the movie coming out with starring Ke Huy Quan now, Taika Waititi, and Geraldine Viswanathan are all joining the cast, as well as D. Bradley Baker has been cast, which that one feels like a duh to me.
Yeah.
D was in both Korra and Avatar as numerous creatures. He'll probably be a creature again. He's also Chong, the singing nomad with the guitar in Secret Tunnel and stuff.
I thought that he also voiced Iroh in the second half of season 2 through 3.
Nope. That's Greg Baldwin.
Oh, I thought it was... Oh.
Nope. That guy, Greg Walden, still does a lot of stuff at Go convention stuff as Iroh, and he refuses to sing "Leaves from the Vine" because that's Mako's song. I appreciate that. I really liked this cast. This cast is fine, sure, whatever. But like the delay again is fascinating. That's the next part of the news with it, is that it has been now delayed once again. It was going to come out on my birthday. It also will not be releasing in theaters now. It'll be only on Paramount Plus.
I hate life. This is so stupid. This makes no sense.
As I said before, do we just hate money now? Because
this fandom is huge.
What are we doing? What are we doing? The fandom is the reason you're even doing this in the first place.
David Ellison even said he's moving away from doing streaming movies on Paramount Plus, and now he's just like, oh yeah, this thing that is big and would make money in theaters, go into Paramount Plus. Why are we doing?
I think it's because SpongeBob's not doing amazing, but like, who cares?
Those are two different things. Those are two completely different things.
I know. It's
completely different.
Also, SpongeBob fans are in their like 30s and 40s now, genuinely. So
too much.
Kids still watch SpongeBob.
It's not.
Yeah, come on.
I know, but I'm saying that people who have money in their pockets who would go to the theaters for this, like people also our age in their 20s who love SpongeBob as a kid too. Like this is just not the same. Like, it's a different sense of humor it used to be. So I used to like SpongeBob as a kid, but I liked it like when it was seasons 1 through 3 and maybe a little bit of 4, and that's about it. And now it's just different. Is it like all sex jokes now in this trailer?
It's not. As someone that's seen the movie, it's not. I could speak to the SpongeBob movies. I've seen them all. I love them all, except for the Sandy Cheeks movie. We'll talk about that one. But like this one, it still has a lot of similar smart humor to like the first 3 seasons, but it is more kidified, I guess. It's still like decent. It's better than a lot of other anime movies, but it's still nothing like incredible or amazing. And it's definitely not as good as the first one. So don't you dare besmirch SpongeBob, you bastard.
Yeah, what, Sean?
I like SpongeBob.
What are we doing here? Also, you're not fucking with SpongeBob big guy pants, okay? Not fucking with Ice Spice song?
That's the one thing I'm like, this feels like it was not meant for SpongeBob, but then she was just like, I don't want to write another song, I'll just change some words to SpongeBob.
100% was a shelved song. Then they were like, hey, do you have anything for this? And she's like, I guess.
So anyway, don't make it streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Make it in theaters. Avatar: The Last Airbender, please. For me, at least. This like is for me. It's upsetting. K-pop Demon Hunters is doing so well. Zootopia 2 is doing so well. Like animated movies are still doing well in theaters, guys. A big part of the love of the first show comes from the aesthetics and the time period it's kind of set in. The further you progress in time, the more you lose what Avatar: The Last Airbender actually was. It's not just the powers; it's the whole vibe of the show. And like Korra was also already losing it because of the time progressing, which makes sense. I love the idea of time progressing in a fantasy world. That's cool to see and how it naturally would. But this, like the Seven Havens thing being a completely different world, essentially, isn't what people wanted Avatar for. So I get that, I guess. Like I would like the aesthetics and the time period were really fascinating, and the whole creative cultures they created was really fun. So what the fuck are Brian and Mike doing now? I don't know. We'll find out when it comes out, I guess. That's why I trust Legend of Aang more, because the idea it's just the gang as adults on a mission. That's fun. Doomsday trailers. You have not seen one, so we won't talk about it. But the Thor one's out now. Why is his hair short again? Can we commit to one?
No. He's a dad now. He can't have long hair, Sean. What?
No, the reason it's short is because they're trying to be like, look, Love and Thunder, that movie you hated, didn't happen, didn't exist. He's got short hair. He's got the hammer. He's got the axe now. He's badass again. Ooh.
They're acknowledging his kid though, still at least, which is good.
Well, yeah, you kind of can't get rid of the kid easily.
I'd be in
sure you could. Yeet.
Literally, that's the only way.
You're gonna be like, oh,
we got was it Vormir, the giant cliff? Yeet. Here's the thing, though. I think this teaser is fine, but his eyes also the same time. They have ignored the eyes, the hair. I think it's like just whatever. Thor is the least consistent character in the MCU to me, by far. Both in aesthetics and personality. The flip flop is very funny to me, and I'm not the biggest Thor guy in the MCU anymore. I was before Ragnarok, as people know. But like in general, this teaser looks intense, and I like that.
I feel like they switched up how he was because the Thor movies were like not doing super hot, and so they were like, we need to make him funnier and lighter because this is a very stoic Norse god. right? Something
Mhm.
like that. And
Worse,
Asgard,
yeah.
yeah. And
Asgard.
wow, wow, wow. So yeah, I feel like they just did that. Now they're kind of going back to more serious because he's a dad now. I feel like he'll still have that like goofiness, but maybe they'll balance it more. That's what I'm hoping.
Did you watch the 3-hour chair reveal, David? Like last year of all the Doomsday people?
Negative, sir. I watched I peeped in here and there. I am not about to sit
Yeah.
and watch 3 hours.
I was at Disneyland when it happened, and I was like, "Oh, what's this happening now?"
Yeah, yeah, they're kind of
Fascinating.
just kind
This
of
cast, how the fuck is this movie happening? Like,
no.
I don't get it.
It's
It's not real.
they're making it out of what they think they need is a cry of desperation. So they're doing everything they can to quote unquote appease the fans when it's like what you're doing is working fine. It's just this very small subset of the internet that's like, oh, this thing that stars, not white men. How dare you? This is all terrible now. Nothing is good anymore. It's never been good. And it's just like, what are we
Speaking of not,
doing?
there's too many characters in this movie. We need like Stranger Things, a culling. Just get
I,
out of here.
I think that's gonna happen. I feel like half
I do
the
too.
characters are getting packed up. Um,
Well, I think because the sequel was a soft reboot.
yeah,
So
this has to. I swear, I'm holding on to my theory that Disney is purposely pushing out all this bad press about this movie to like just get some sort of attention. I don't know. I don't get it. Why would you let people say, "Hey, we don't even have the script finished yet and we're shooting," and like people don't know how it's ending and if they're done filming? What are we doing?
It's such a backwards way
someone
of
I just
filming
always asked,
stuff. And like
but
I don't get why they're still doing it this way. And like the past couple times they've done this, it hasn't ended well. You have Quantum Mania, you have Captain America, Brave New World, like the examples of where they, don't have a finished script and keep going back and reshooting and reshooting and reshooting. What ends up happening? It doesn't end up super well.
I saw a quote from a cast member in the movie saying they don't know the plot is still,
It
and
has
that
to be. It has
it
to
was from
be.
Paul Rudd. It was saying what's about. It's like I don't know what's about. Like I don't know. Meanwhile, Tom Hiddleston said the other day that the core of the story is like beautiful and like really powerful. I'm like okay, cool. I don't know what anyone knows in the movie, but that's fine.
It has
We gotta
to
move
be.
on. Yay or nay on this teaser?
Yay,
EA.
sure.
Yay. You want to get excited about comic book movies again though?
I would love that.
Sure.
Superman stuff. Man of Tomorrow has cast Brainiac.
Cool.
Which is cool because it's an unknown actor, pretty much.
Ooh.
Like it's not a celebrity. It's Lars Eidinger. He is, I think, Norwegian. I want to say.
Hmm.
He is European, and meaning it's not so. It's some U.S. Like it's not another Chris. We don't have another super famous guy just being the role again. It's not Benedict Cumberbatch like everyone thought it was. It's not like we're getting an actual unknown actor given a shot again, which I'm really happy. James Gunn keeps doing this, and I'm loving this
Yep.
like so much.
Yeah.
Yay.
There's a lot of good talent
When
out
they was
there.
asked what of it for sure, he was asked which of his previous roles made you want to watch cast him. He just said his audition. That's it. Like great. I love that. So I'm giving us a big yay just on principle of that. Now, One Piece news. The anime is ending season 1 after 26 years.
So then what are these
Yeah, really
what are
sweet.
these breaks between seasons then? What do we call that?
So
Different arcs.
yeah, I'll break it down real quick as someone.
They haven't had breaks before.
Yeah, they've been going weekly for years. They had their first break ever, I think, like a year ago for
Jesus.
a couple months, and that was already huge. And then they officially ended this first season because they're not moving seasonally, just like how a lot of anime
Yep.
do, so they can give their animators time to cook and see their families. And
Release them
yeah,
to go see
and
their children that have now aged 20 plus years.
correct. Yes, correct. Yeah, that's the One Piece right there. The children that have been neglected.
That's the moment all along.
Yeah, but it's good news. Obviously Sean hasn't gotten nearly close to see, but the
I have
last
finished 64 episodes in like 3 weeks.
I know, but I'm just saying like they've drastically changed the animation the last two arcs, clearly stepped it up, and in order to maintain that, because it's been getting more and
Lovely.
more popular and clips are gaining more and more popularity. I think they would just want to take their time with it, which is good. So, and the pacing can be better because One Piece pacing
Yes.
is so slow.
Bum 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 ba da da da. I hear that 1,000 times a day now in my head.
Yeah, you will
It's like
continue to.
on a loop. Josh doesn't get it. It's fine.
This
So
means
I
nothing
finished
to
the East
me.
Blue.
Yeah.
I finished the East Blue, and I'm now into the Grand Line. I just finished the Laboon Whale bit, and we are now somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm caught up on the manga. Funny enough, in the anime, I'm behind, but I just finished episode 999,
Jesus
and you will
Christ.
still hear that song.
God.
I know it doesn't stop. Josh, what are your thoughts on the One Piece live action season 2 teaser? As a fan of the show, for sure.
It certainly looks what I'm assuming like is One Piece. That's about all I've got.
So Josh said off air his only One Piece knowledge is in the Red movie, and that's it.
Yes, the reason that's my only knowledge is when it came out, my younger brother wanted to go see it, and he was in middle school at the time. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go see this. And knowing how long the show's been going on for, I was like, there is absolutely no way I can prepare myself for this. I will go in blind and submit myself to the madness. And by God, most confusing thing I have ever seen in my life.
Have you watched, like, has he watched the show, the cartoon, the anime?
I'm willing to bet he watched some of it. I have no idea to what degree he watched it.
Okay.
It's so
What are your thoughts on the teaser?
So insane. I can't believe Josh did that. Teaser looks good. I still can't believe season 1 they pulled off an alright live action adaptation. Maybe even good, you know?
Yeah. I have seen clips, and I've seen, like, well, no one looks perfect. Like, for instance, Arlong, to me, it looks too small, but you can't make Arlong look correct because he's a giant fish man.
Yeah.
Let me just, for context, Josh, can you just Google for me? I want to see your reaction. Google the word Arlong and then space One Piece. You'll see both live action, probably. You'll see pictures of him, the character. ARLONG.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do that in live action fully accurately.
Then look up Arlong live action One Piece.
I've got it. It's here.
The full body is interesting because, like, he doesn't look to scale. He should look like he looks just a kind of buff dude, but like Arlong should be massive, and it's not as intimidating seeing that picture. And that's like a lot of the characters in the show feel like to me in the live action pictures I've seen. They're just like, oh yeah, this is like proportionally human, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot harder because the heights in One Piece are insane canonically. Like,
yes,
some of these characters are like 8 feet tall, just casually. Like, they're human, but they're just like 8 feet tall for no reason.
How tall is Roronoa Zoro?
I don't remember. I think him, Luffy.
How short is Luffy?
Luffy
does not look tall.
I feel like Luffy is only like 5'8".
This is the hard-hitting journalism of podcast, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. But going back to the trailer, One Piece is so wacky, but this season will introduce a lot of my favorite characters, so I'm cautiously optimistic to see how they pull it off.
Tony Chopper.
That's my man. That's
the blue-nosed reindeer.
That's my goat right there. You're not.
Well, I thought it was a rap for years. I haven't seen the show. I didn't like. I thought it was a weird like, fake creature because I saw this big creature.
He has antler. Josh, look up.
Yeah, but I thought it was mythical.
Who am I looking up?
Chopper.
Well, look at it's in the chat too. I put a picture of the live action version in the chat. This thing is a Tony Chopper, but I only seen him in the scale. I wasn't thinking about reindeer being that scale. I thought it was a mythical creature they had, like a small rodent with horns.
He has hooves.
I was like 10 when I first saw this picture.
He's a doctor?
It was ingrained in my brain. Yes, he's a doctor.
I love that.
The concern, he's a doctor?
I don't know if I would trust a reindeer to be my doctor.
I would trust him with my life. That's my guy.
Sheep detectives.
Speaking of,
this trailer's wacky.
I think
this trailer's so dumb.
The
Why is Hugh Jackman?
No, the wackiest thing to me is this was written by Craig Mazin, the creator of Chernobyl and The Last of Us show. I have so many questions as to why.
Look, versatility.
The idea is kind of fun to me. Like, it feels very goofy, but I think it gives Peter Rabbit vibes in the way it's going across, but like better, hopefully.
It's certainly a wild concept.
Sheep cameo from Daniel Craig. Give me Daniel Craig voicing a sheep in this as a detective for a bit.
Probably will.
He's Benoit Blanc. We can have Benoit Blanc. That was funny. Damn it. Okay, let's go on to this movie trailer. What do you guys think? Overall thoughts?
Honestly, it looks better than hearing that title initially makes me think. Is it going to be anything masterful? I have no idea, but it looks like it'll be fun.
It'll be Paddington 2 all over again. Absolute cinema.
It could be.
I'm just kidding. It could be, but it looks fun. It looks cheeky, as the Brits say, and I'm kind of not excited, but curious to see how it is, and I think it'll actually be a fun time.
You want to hear some more streaming BS news? That's all we had to say, apparently. As of 2029, the Oscars will exclusively stream on YouTube.
I mean,
the Oscars will only be on YouTube in 2029.
I'll say this, it's not YouTube TV, it's just YouTube, so at least everyone can now actually watch it without needing to be subscribed to some TV service. So in those terms, that is a plus. You needed to be subscribed to something to watch it, though.
You either gotta have cable or Hulu, don't you?
I thought you could watch ABC. I used to. I didn't have cable as a kid. I could just watch ABC. It just came on.
ABC, you saw to be subscribed to something.
Isn't that cable?
Yes, that's cable.
I think it was, but
yeah, like TVs just don't magically have channels.
The only magical channels they have is like PBS or like free service channels like that.
The Roku channel.
Look, man, this on principle though upsets me. And the top comments, Mr. Beast, been like, "Hell yeah!" I'm like, "Okay, great."
He's gonna host.
I don't.
He's gonna host the Oscars.
Oh my god! Don't say this. He's already coming on Survivor 50. I'm mad at this.
I saw that in the teaser.
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck
oh no!
is a Jimmy Fallon idol? Why is there a Billie Eilish boomerang idol? What does this mean? Okay, let's get our last piece of news today, and that's Daredevil stuff.
Ooh.
So Josh has been chronically offline lately for news. But I'm gonna send you all pictures in the chat here of 3 released images for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. The first one is of Jessica Jones and Daredevil.
Oh.
Then we have this is actually Karen as redhead in it, and Matt. They're like, oh my god, hair change. And then we have one with Kingpin and Matthew Lillard.
Hell yeah!
Make him be his FNAF character of William Afton in this.
Too many questions.
I like Matthew Lillard joining this. That's fun. I have no idea who he's playing.
I was gonna say, do we know who
Maybe
he's playing?
it?
I think
No.
he didn't specify what character. He just said it's like a political opponent to Wilson Fisk. So that could mean a lot of things in the context of where the show's gone.
Yeah,
honestly, imagine Matthew Lillard as Norman Osborn. I would love that.
I'm down for that.
That'd be interesting.
With a shaggy voice only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the looks here. I haven't watched Born Again Season 1, but I like Daredevil as a character. So, sure. It's hard for me now at the point. I'm at a point with the Disney Plus shows. I was like, this is just too much. I guess that's even hard for me to say because I love Marvel and DC so much. I never watched The Punisher. I never watched anything on past. I watched Miss Marvel last, probably. Is that the last thing I watched?
You started Moon Knight, you never finished it. You watched Miss Marvel and She-Hulk.
That's correct.
That was the last one.
We saw the first episode of Ironheart.
First 2 or 3? I thought it was 3.
It was 2. I don't know.
Ironheart's good. We watched that and we got to talk to the vice president of Marvel Studios pretty much. That was cool.
Yeah, it was
She was nice.
But,
it was very crazy.
I think Disney is also realizing they're putting out too much, and so they're course correcting
it down
by not advertising any of their Marvel shows.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh no, this failed. Why did this fail so hard?" Mind you, a lot of them are the POC shows. I'm just saying.
Speaking of which, we also have the trailer for Wonder Man today. I came out the other day. What do you think about that? It looks very fun.
I'm excited for it.
Why are they burying it?
Because it's not starring a white man. We don't need to keep asking these questions. We know that's the answer.
Great actor, though.
They were like, oh, yeah, like 3 weeks before it comes out, I guess we can give them another trailer and kind of remind people.
And then let's, just release them all at once.
I like the marketing. I like the marketing for it. I just wish it was better, like more prevalent.
It's more marketing than they gave Ironheart.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
That's true.
Y'all remember Eyes of Wakanda? No, because nobody does.
I was going to say, is that already out?
It came out last year.
Pretty sure
there's nothing.
Yeah, pretty sure.
There's nothing for it. I've never heard of it.
Came and went.
Like, My dad has heard of the Moon Knight show. I guarantee he's probably not heard of High School Conduct. It just is not. There's not in the vicinity. You know what I mean? Like it's just not being marketed at all. None of these shows are. It's upsetting.
And look, I understand them not wanting to produce as many now because it just costs so much. That makes sense. But when you have shows that have been completed for years and you're just sitting on them and then you're just like, let's just release it all at once and not market it at all. They did it for, again, they did it for Echo. They did it for Eyes of Wakanda. They did it for Ironheart. They're doing it for this. What do all of these have in common with each other?
Yeah. Was Echo any good?
I didn't watch it because they didn't market it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I heard there was some cool action sequences in there. So I did plan on watching it at some point.
It's like really cool casting.
Yeah.
Casting an amputee who is actually deaf and an action hero pretty much is really cool.
And that's why they buried it.
Marvel, get your shit together, please. First with Doomsday, all this stuff. Let's move on to the new year, guys. When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry met Sally.
So for the first watch, this was like really fun to me.
I really
was at first creeped out by Harry. Like, just in general. I mean, I know as part of his character improves over the years too. Like, you get to see like a 22-year-old idiot grow into a human being essentially over the years. That's kind of nice. But if you make out with your friend or make out with your girlfriend, tell you love her, and then make passes repeatedly on her good friend who's giving you a ride to New York, maybe bad plan.
Sean, I hate to break it to you. That
Also,
is how
I
most
guess
guys in their early 20s are.
When Harry Met Sally. Sure, but I guess I'm going to say blanket, I guess, up front for this, 30-year-old movie? Spoiler warning. 40-year-old? What does this movie come out?
87.
89.
87, 97, 97, okay. Okay, this movie's been out for a while. Spoilers ahead for this movie. Do you all overall like the movie?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
It's good to hear. What was making you think you would not enjoy it as much?
Well, I don't usually watch older white rom-coms.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up on them, so I'm not attached.
That's fair.
And
that's fair.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna care. But I was watching and I was like, wow.
Also, if anyone, I just realized if anyone's listening and not watching, just for context, David's black. Like, if I said, it might actually be a relevant detail of the conversation here. Like, if you, because it's just audio versions only as well. And I realize that might be relevant to at that point.
Funny. Nah. Let them believe I am white. I am a white man. No, but yeah, I enjoyed it. And I saw the charm. I love the chemistry.
Yeah, it's cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very cute movie. I found myself really caring about them. Wanting to smack Harry a couple times.
This movie is pro men with bad hair, and I appreciate that.
I got two things. All right, number one, the amount of hairlines that were non-existent in this movie was kind of insane. I don't know if that was an 80s thing or what.
But it felt real with that.
Oh, yeah.
It did. But I was just like,
it really helped.
I was like, my God. Especially Sally with that dude in the airport. I'm like, what is that? What is that haircut?
Yeah.
It's the funniest transition is from the beginning of Harry, who's in his early 20s, and then like it is 5-7 years later, it's just like it's receded a lot. I'm just like, damn, he's been through a lot these last few years.
Which is valid.
It was a good wig in that first scene.
Mm-hmm.
Good wig.
Yeah.
And like good wig and makeup, because while it's only 5 years of aging for them, the first time jump, they do look like 5 years older, 6 years older. I mean, they look a little older because they look like close to their real ages, but I mean, they did a good job of de-aging them more in the 80s for the young scenes, being like 22.
For sure.
And I've heard the conversation about the guys can't be friends with the girls because the sex codes gets in the way. It's a very famous quote. And I think this is a very fascinating like investigation of that exact idea, because they fail at that exact thing in this movie. It's like, oh, what a great part of the thesis. What's funny to me is that originally, this is the fact I heard today, they originally were not going to get together at all, like at the end, like during production of the movie.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Rob Reiner met his wife and fell in love while making this movie and decided to change the ending to be a happier ending with him. And that's really fun.
Yeah.
You imagine.
Meg Ryan's great in this.
Yeah.
This ending with them being not happy at the end, like that would be a weird ending.
That would suck. I'd be like Happy New Year, I guess. I'm gonna go kill myself. Like, oh,
I feel like they were both kind of close there.
no, they were. They talked about suicide and everything. My other point was Sally exists to make the lives of people of color so hard. What I mean by this, the first server, stewardess, I think is her line, and then another restaurant worker who was Asian, and then these two poor black women. Why? Like, girl, shut up. Just like
What I think happened is he just wanted to have diversity on set. So besides the two leads, and then it ended up being that's what came across, and that's bad.
and I like sort of get it, but it was just so funny to me because the first two were literally like the help basically, and then on top of that, Sally is making these insane demands, and I'm like, I know they both want to choke her right now. I know they do because what is wrong with her?
What?
It
When
would
it
make
was
it
the-
that
the
it
whipped
would make it
cream one.
so much funnier if like they would cut to like them in the back kitchen just like reading off the list and just tearing it up or doing something to her food.
Adding in poison. Here's the thing though, as like someone who does work in serving food and stuff, I don't mind specific requirements if you're nice or like if you know what you want like down in the minute and like you're not being like, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Like, but it's like, here's what I want, here's how I like it, and that's fine to me. Like, better than being wishy-washy on every single thing you're doing. That's fine. It's also like she's never mean about anything. I feel like it's just like direct, and that helps like a lot.
Yeah.
But the whipped cream one threw me off. It's like if it came from a can, I don't want it at all. It's like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
happening here?
I'm like, do you think they're whipping up their own whipped cream in the back? Like, what do you? Who has time for
Yeah.
that? It's in a
What
bakery.
restaurant? And when I did the math, she said her she did 15% of her bit of her half the bill was this much money, meaning she paid her own $46 for half of that meal. Where are you eating? This is like a diner.
In the
So you spent in the
70s.
'80s $46. Yeah, 77 because the time period. Yeah, like this is what the fuck.
Just later, Harry got
Um,
a hot dog for like $1.25. Shout out Costco prices.
yeah,
So
I think
like,
I just didn't do math right in that one.
what? Yeah, I was like, what diner are you even now? Like, I know things are expensive, but like $46 for her half.
I could have done math wrong too, but I'm like, hold on, let me pause this. I'm like, that didn't seem right to me. Yeah, great chemistry throughout the entire thing.
Mhm.
I want to say though, in the 5-year time jump, there's one thing that threw me the fuck off, and that was you did not forget your friend's name from college, who she dated, and whose boyfriend you drove to New York. You did not forget her name. She's like, I can't remember it. Bullshit. If I was even remotely friends with anyone in college for a month, I know everyone's names there, and that was, granted, that was 3 or 4 years ago, but not the same thing. But like, that's not that far apart. That was funny to me. Josh, do you have any notes of the movie you took or anything, or do you, David?
No, I was in the theater watching it. I can't exactly have out my note typing out stuff.
On the plane, the man moving over saying, "Would you two like to sit together?" Wouldn't happen now. Would not happen.
Never.
How was the crowd shot filmed at the game?
It was
Because that was
thinking-
cool.
I was thinking that too. I was like, how did they? Oof.
How did they accomplish this?
Sean, you and I. have
That's what
both
was
done
not
background.
3D models of people.
Yeah, you and I both done background. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah, I can't imagine coordinating the extras. That's oh
And
my
it was so
god.
hilarious because they have to time it as well.
Woo.
The dialogue as he's talking about him getting a divorce from his wife.
The only way I can guess is that for the wides, they did it at the actual stadium, and then for like the close-ups, they were like rebuilt like the stadium seating and stuff, and put in like the extras and stuff, and then did it for the mediums and close-ups, and then just went back to the wides at the actual stadium. That's my guess. Who the fuck knows?
It was
Though?
an impressive shot. Impressively done though.
Yeah.
I really thought half of the movie, I'm like, is this why it's a New Year's movie? So like, is this all it is? And we got to the end, I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense. Let's talk about Carrie Fisher because she is a gem in this movie.
Mhm.
That's my Princess Leia right there. Forget Tinder. Give me Carrie Fisher's Rolodex of people to date. That's amazing.
She loved herself a married man, that's for sure.
that was my
That was
favorite
so
part of
funny.
it.
The constant, oh yeah, you're probably right. Because again and again.
I don't think he's actually gonna leave her. Yes, correct. Sally was so tired.
The fact that she bought herself $60 flowers and he never came to see it was really funny.
Mhm.
She's a great character. And what's her husband's name in the movie? Jeff something? I don't know. The other guy with the mustache and kind of weird hair.
Yeah,
Um,
like that.
yeah, Jess. I think it might be Jess. I don't know. He doesn't add a lot to the movie, but I think it's a good addition. The phone call scene was
Mhm.
practically shot
I
all
love
at
that.
once. And I also am like, Rob Reiner, why would you do this to yourself? That seems more challenging, getting it
Madness.
in camera. But I don't know how. I was never filmmaking in the 70s and 80s. I don't know how that works fully.
He made The Princess Bride. He's
A lot
allowed
of
to do
coke.
whatever he damn well pleases.
Yes, that movie is so good. What it was the biggest, like, your favorite moment in the movie, you think, overall? I mean, there's the obvious kiss at the end and stuff.
Yeah, that was good. That was good to see. I liked when after they finally had sex and then Harry
Heyo.
was acting so weird and then they were like, "Yeah, it was a mistake." And then they see each other at the wedding and Sally takes Harry basically to the kitchen, yells at him,
Uh-huh.
screams "fuck you" and slaps the shit out of him. And right there, I'm like, yeah, that's when he knew. That's when he knew right there.
I
That's my woman.
My favorite part, this was before they had sex. This was at the first New Year's party that's in the movie when they're still friends. Nothing's happened, but then they're slow dancing together. And every time they keep turning, you see their faces like change more and more as they realize, like, oh no, I think I'm starting to feel things for this person. Loved it. Great moment.
Yeah.
This 12-year yearning is crazy to me. I really love the at museum. It's when they're finally just friends hanging out a lot, and then she mentions that she has a hot date. I think it's a joke. You have a hot date later? She's like, yeah, I actually do. Is that a problem? He's like, no, it's fine. And you can see her mad that he's fine with it a little bit, and they walk away. That's a great moment.
Mm.
Mhm.
I love it so much because they both have feeling. Like, this is great writing for a lot of it. It's not all hold up really well, but like in general, it does for the most part really, really well. And it makes me think Billy Crystal. Like, when they said like, he's cute, I'm like, is he? Hold on. Why is he getting women? How is he a player?
All I could see was Mike Wazowski the whole time.
Bring
I was
back
like,
He's also in The Princess
normal-looking
Bride as
dudes
well.
in rom-coms, damn it. I'm tired of all the hot men having the roles.
Yeah, like Jack Black and Kate Winslet in that movie, the what was it, Holiday or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
But like people yearned for Jack Black in the movie so much because he's just like a funny, normal guy. I'm like, yeah, that's people want normalcy, a lot of stuff. They don't all want to see Chris Evans, I guess, but whatever. The costumes were absolutely amazing to me. I miss chunky sweaters existing so much, and I miss fall. And fall in New York is what I want to experience. I haven't done it one time ever, and it's seeing like actual layers and clothing. It's just nice. Every set felt real. I mean, what they were doing felt tangible. It's just, I miss sets and locations in movies now so much.
You don't love green screen?
No, the volume. Ugh. David, what do you think is the strongest like quote in the movie to you?
Strongest quote.
Well, there probably is the I'll have what she's having" line, which is very famous.
That one.
Which is a really, I didn't know the context before that scene, the quote before, like that fake orgasm scene is really funny.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I don't cringe often. I was cringing a bit because she kept going. I thought she was gonna stop. She did not stop. She kept going and going and going, and I was like, all right. I thought the principle of what Harry said about like women and men being friends and all that was super interesting as well. So I was very curious because I was like, well, now this feels like an experiment to see like, will they, won't they, and will he prove himself right, or will he prove Sally right? Like what's going on? Can't think of any.
I love the ending, the New Year's kiss before they kiss, like the subversion of they don't kiss at midnight at the end, and it just like tells you why I love you is a great moment as well. I wish more movies felt like this now. Just in general, more movies. I want more movies to feel cozy and to feel like authentically existing. I think this is a huge problem among a cell phone, by the way. The cell phones of existing is ruining like this dynamic existing.
Yeah, because
the Rolodex wouldn't happen. The coffee date, the catch up wouldn't happen as much.
we never would have gotten him calling her so many times and being like, "You're probably not
Great
home."
moment.
Yeah, and just like singing to her from his home. So it feels so much more intimate, I feel like, because they're both in each other's like their own spaces, but trying to like, just connect. And I don't know. It's just something different about like, oh yeah, no cell phones. They can't just go on Tinder and be like, yeah, I'm seeing this dude. We're gonna hook
Yeah.
up, and then yeah,
I really like the and speaking of the phone thing, while Discord calls and Zoom calls are fun to watch movies together, catching the same movie on TV, landline on your shoulder is so fun
Mhm.
to me. And just the visual of just chatting the whole time while watching the same movie on TV at night, that's great. I want more of that. I want more of the and I've learned recently I am really into analog aesthetics in film, like in general. Like in low key, my favorite part of that is the small analog bureaucracy of it all is amazing. The paperwork, the actual punch clocks, everything that feels like just hands on and tactile is fantastic. And this is
Sean's
full of
getting
that.
old.
I
He's
know
getting
obviously from the
older.
time it came out. No, here's the thing. This is great. I'm wearing a Galaxy Watch. I love tech too. But visually for filmmaking, it's more fun to me to have the actors use and touch actual objects instead of looking at a screen. And obviously, of course, that's because of the time period. But on top of that, it just feels like having actors visually do things instead of just like, hey Siri or something. It's just more interesting.
yeah.
Any
I would hope so.
movie that you want to touch on that you have not brought up yet?
How'd you guys feel about like the couples telling their stories like in between, like sprinkled in?
I loved that
Yeah.
so much. I thought I wouldn't at first. I thought it would have. I thought it would be like a tie-in overall with that more. We didn't get like an actual like why as much, but it felt fun. I didn't think the first couple was going to be them when I first saw them,
Mhm.
like years later.
Mhm.
But the more when I saw the next one, like, oh, interesting.
Yeah,
That was really
I
cute.
yeah, I thought when I first like started the movie and we got one like right away, I was like, did I click on the right thing? I was like, what is this? And then I was like, oh, okay. So I thought it was just like a one-time thing. And then they kept sprinkling it out, especially like during when they would take breaks from seeing each other and everything. And I just thought it was so cute seeing all these old couples talk about their love stories as we're watching this younger couple kind of go through it.
I wonder
And
if any
even,
were real, like real stories.
yeah, I was curious too if they just made all of these up
Mhm.
or if I feel like some of them have, maybe not have to be, but I'm going to believe some are.
I mean, it's good writing if it's not. I mean, it's good writing either way. But like that's just the story of like I don't know if like what was one of them that was saying you're as beautiful as when you were 16, when we were 16, and then like, and he hasn't changed a bit. It's just it was just sweet feeling like the let love forever from like high school sweethearts onward. That was just sweet. There's a lot of them that were just nice, and I really, as someone who's getting married this year, it's fun just seeing love over time because you don't see in media as much. I feel like old couples happy and stuff. Like especially maybe in the 70s, 80s, it's nice to see that visually.
Mhm.
And I really think it's just fun to see like a long term seeing a couple who aren't a couple for many years, friends for like that long on and off, and just miss each other here and there. I think it gives people hope a bit for a lot of stuff
Yeah, I would agree.
because it's he's middle aged divorced and it's like okay, and then ends up finding love again, I guess, and like true love and stuff. It's just nice.
The guy that was like, yeah, one of my favorites was guy was like, yeah, we got married and we got divorced. And I was with this other girl. We broke up. Then I got married again, divorced, married again, divorced. And I think it was at like a funeral they found each other and they
Hmm.
got back together. And I was like, wow. It's like I was like, my guy, I would have hung it up after the second marriage. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you David seen How I Met Your Mother at all?
How I Met Your Mother.
Uh huh. Okay, never mind then. I was gonna, there's a thing in it about like divorce and like moving on from that. I think it's as a similar message here of the idea of it's not always the end of your story. It just there's more story to tell,
Mhm.
I
and I think
also
that's a really beautiful thing.
Yeah, I also liked how sprinkling that in. Then also there was this one moment with Sally where she was saying, I think it was when she learned that her ex was like about to get married. And she was like,
Get married, yeah.
yeah, she was crashing out.
Then it fuck.
Valid. Yeah. And she was like, I'm gonna be 40 and then it's gonna all be over. And he-
8 years. Well, it's gonna happen someday.
yeah, which was hilarious. But also like hearing that and being especially someone who I'm about to be near 12 years to fucking 40, which I don't even want to think about. But like know a lot of women struggle with that, right? Because they're like, oh, my life's over if I am too old to have kids. And so he feels like maybe she won't find love if she's gonna like grow old and all that. And then seeing these love stories of all these like older people still being so in love, some of them finding each other later in life, I just thought
It's
was a
nice.
nice little juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Mm.
Specifically seeing Harry, who our first thing we see of him is so playboy, to when we see him, I'm married, is a fun jump to go to.
Mm.
And seeing how marriage changed him, of he still like sleeps around and stuff, but he's like, I'm just like, I want to have settling, I want to stop dating and stuff, is a fun mentality to watch happen.
Mm.
I thought he was
Yeah.
lying when he said he was married the first time when he was on that plane. I swear to you, I thought he was lying just to make her jealous.
Josh, what are your thoughts on this topic at all?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Good.
there's a lot that I really enjoyed about the movie, and like this kind of idea of like male female friendships and like throwing romance into that, how that affects and changes everything, like, is just very interesting. And myself and obviously other people have fallen into
Mm-hmm.
things of this nature before, and it is a very complicated thing to explore. And there's a lot of complicated emotions, especially because you have this whole one side of like love and friendship, but then you throw in a different kind of love and feelings into it. It's fucking weird, man. It's a weird thing to navigate and figure out. But I like that the film shows that there's no real easy answers to it, especially their feelings, because they could be like, oh yeah, it was a mistake, but then just you look at their body language and like the way their eyes are like not looking at each other, it clearly meant something to both of them, but they don't want to admit it. And I just think that it's very fascinating.
Yeah, I fully agree. Every guy I know has asked out a friend at some point,
Yeah.
and many people have done it numerous times over the years. Because you might have feelings with someone and then it goes away, and it might come back later on again based on just life and vibes or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend who I've asked out twice in high school, and I genuinely between each time stopped liking him. It happened again. That's all it was. And it's kind of the vibe I think here is that I don't think they always were yearning for her the entire time, of course, but just like it goes in ebbs and flows until it's like, oh shit, I do love this person. It's just a really fun thing.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
I feel like friendship in general is such a big basis for a solid relationship.
Mm.
So I
Like for you and your wife.
yeah. And so I feel like, as someone that knew his wife years before we even started dating and had a friendship, I feel like I loved seeing just them actually be genuine about having a friendship.
Being
Like they
friends.
did not have feelings for
Yeah.
each other and were genuinely just there for each other as friends. And then they started
The
realizing.
batting cage bit's great.
Yeah.
The kid, I have a whole stack of quarters, and I was here first. No, you weren't. I think
That
also
too.
this movie has a lot of heart, but it's really fun and funny at times too.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't love the Ethiopian joke about the food thing, but like, okay, that's the one like a little problematic joke in this movie for a movie that's been this
It's
old.
the 80s. You gotta
Great.
have at least one problematic joke in it.
Yes, I was if it didn't, I would have been even more shocked. I would have been like, well, they're lying about when this was made. Yeah.
Yeah, this is big
No.
EA for this movie for me. I loved it a lot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I would definitely watch it again. This might become like a New Year movie for me at this point, actually. Like start the year off with a fun vibe. Yeah. Let's move on to the next topic, and it's actually a curveball topic for you guys that I gave a heads up about last episode that we were going to do together, but nope, it's this one now. Hot takes time.
How fast can we take our non-careers?
Well, speak for yourself. He has some career right now, more than we do. Let's start with what are your hot takes about Star Wars, guys? Let's start with hot here. That I see. We've listened to the podcast for a long time. Josh and I love Last Jedi. We have a hot take about that in the world. Our hot takes are mostly just like we're not Star Wars fans, but we are Star Wars fans, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to hear David's first as the guest.
I would agree with that. First off, one of my hot takes is Finn. Y'all should have given my guy a lightsaber. Come on now. Like y'all know damn well y'all should have given my boy a lightsaber, and I will never forget. Mind you, I have not seen episode 9. I have been told not to watch it. I will one day. Just
You'll hate it.
yeah, I know.
It's jingling keys and a map quest.
Yeah, I love that. I'm not a big sci-fi guy, but I just Finn, oh my gosh, Finn should have gotten a lightsaber, and I will stand on that hill. Also, Kit Fisto is my dude, and he deserves way more praise. What? You're not fucking with Kid
Sure,
Fisto?
no, I'm not. No. Here's the thing. I actually, like, as a kid, I loved Kid Fisto. As for years, my favorite Star Wars character. He doesn't do anything.
What are you talking? Did
You
you
see the
watch?
Clone Wars show much?
Did you watch the Clone Wars show?
No,
The 2D anime.
no.
He has
No,
such a
2D, yes, that was cool.
he
The
has
Samurai Jack style.
yeah, he had such a cool sequence in that movie show.
Yeah,
It,
it's mini
like
series, whatever.
also we have to claim him as one of the few black characters in Star Wars because for the longest time we did not have any other than Mace Windu. So
Josh, what's your hottest Star Wars take you can give today?
See, this is tough because I've given so many on here before.
We've done a lot here.
I'm trying to think of something new.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Ooh.
Revenge of the Sith is not good, and I'm not even saying this as a hater of the prequels. I just don't think that movie is actually that good. When it got re-released for its 20th anniversary, I went in and saw it. I was like, all the problems from the last two are still readily apparent. I don't give a damn that the music is good and that there's one cool shot in the Duel of the Fates scene. It's not well made. And also, other hot take, Duel of the Fates fight scene is bad. The choreography is good. The way it is shot is ass. Is mostly just wides and just awkwardly framed mid shots, and then it'll sometimes cut to close-ups, but it'll be right on their face, and then you just see a lightsaber go back and forth. You can't tell what's happening, but because there's the one cool shot of them with the lava spewing up behind them, apparently that means it's a masterpiece of a fight scene. But what the fuck do I know?
I last watched Revenge of the Sith with you and Nicole, so it's been a while when she was watching Star Wars with me. I actually agree with some of that. I do think it's not bad. I think it's Revenge of the Sith is definitely better than 1 and 2.
Oh, for sure.
A lot. I think if Revenge of the Sith if it was the only prequel, it'd be revered as a good movie, or as a decent prequel for it.
That's better, but even still.
Here's an actual hot take. Actual hot take here. Ready for it? Sequel lightsaber fights better than prequel fights.
Yes.
They feel like they have weight to them.
You said the lightsaber fights are better in the prequel?
Yes.
100%.
No, in sequels.
Oh, in the sequels. Oh, in the sequels.
Yeah. Because the prequels are really well choreographed, but that's what I see. I see a choreographed fight where they all know where they're gonna hit next, versus I'm fighting for my life and trying to survive. Like the fucking fight. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna get on this horse, whatever. But the Last Jedi throne fight, people are like, it doesn't even make sense how it lines up. I don't care. It looks awesome and feels authentic. And on top of that, the snow fight in Force Awakens is like I'm fighting for dear life, and I love that.
Yeah,
people are like, but it doesn't look as good.
No, the thing that I constantly hear about that fight between Rey and Kylo Ren in Episode 7 is that she shouldn't know how to fight because she uses a two-hand weapon. I'm like, if you pay attention to how she's fighting, she is fighting for dear life and trying her damnedest to just block and deflect. Like, she's not doing well. She's just surviving. Same with Finn. He got one good hit in, but most of it, he was barely holding on. Like, that's how you build tension with characters that don't know how to fight with this kind of stuff.
And to David's point that Finn should have got a lightsaber, that does not, I agree that does not negate that Rey shouldn't have also. Like, I think they both should become Jedi, not just her.
No, absolutely. And going back to the lightsaber thing, I feel like that goes more into like where we are in the story, because obviously we have these guys that have been training and there's like a whole school, versus they're all wiped out pretty much and nobody fully knows how to really use it, so they're just kind of going based off of vibes.
Hottest Marvel take. 3, 2, 1, David.
Oh gosh, hottest Marvel take. Oh man, I was not prepared. Oh jeez.
Okay, I'll make it easy for a second. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the Eternals was good. I don't know how hot that is on the but the Eternals was good. I'm so sick of people saying it was boring or slow or stupid. Y'all want variety until we get variety, and then you complain about it. It was a great story.
First Marvel sex scene.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Iron Man 2 has a kind of one, but I mean, first one on camera actually. You know what I mean? Eternals also is just a great movie. I love it so much. It got better for me the more I thought of the movie. I thought it was good. I thought it was great, not like incredible when I first watched it, but like it grew even more to me. The whole show was great directing. So my hot Marvel take will probably always be that She-Hulk's the best TV show
I still need to watch
that
it.
they've made. I think that'll probably get fanboys mad at me if they hear that, but like I don't give a fuck. It's really fun, and it predicted the discourse so well,
Oh
like
yeah.
insanely well. I will say, if you go on this show wanting a superhero show and disappointed, that's kind of valid. I get that.
Mm.
Like if you go into it excited, just getting what you like, go with an open mind and just let it be what it is. It's really fun.
Yeah. My hot take
Josh?
is we're stepping out of the MCU for a minute. I'm going back to the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I think that Mark Webb's direction of that is one of the most visually stunning of any modern comic book movie. It nails the comic book aesthetic better than most directors from before and definitely since. And despite the film's narrative problems, I was never once bored visually. You could, from going from the first one, where it was very clearly trying to emulate the Dark Knight by setting it mostly at night and like more gritty in tone and stuff, to do a complete 180 of that and just embrace the comic bookness of it. My God, it is astounding on that level. I'm not saying the movie is perfect. It has many, many flaws, but if we're speaking purely from like a visual aesthetic, and also Hans Zimmer's score, one of his best, it's not talked about nearly enough. It's awesome. I still love watching it.
I can hear it now. Do you want a hotter Spider-Man take?
Ooh, yes.
It's also Tasm 2 is better than Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 3 to me still.
Okay, well, Spider-Man 3, that's a fair argument to make. Spider-Man 1, I can understand that from certain perspectives and angles. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I'll get where you're coming from.
I'll be more specific. I enjoy watching TASM 2 more than Spider-Man 1, and that helps. I have more fun watching the movie. I also, a huge part is I love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I don't love Tobey's as much. That's probably going to be always part of it.
The scene alone,
but whatever,
where Aunt May is praying, and then the Green Goblin just blows up the fucking room. Like, come on now, that's cinema right there.
But yeah, that's why I love the first movie.
Canonically, why are they Christian? She's Jewish in comics. The Parkers are all a Jewish family for 70 years, and then the movie's like, actually, we're having say it. Great moment though.
Also, I gotta say, it's so funny thinking about The Amazing Spider-Man 2, knowing I haven't rewatched it in a long time, but going back and knowing the whole time Jamie Foxx thinks he's fighting a black man is hilarious to me.
That's really funny.
Yeah. I'll give here. What's your hottest DCEU take? Okay. Josh, people on podcasts have heard ours a lot. Like we like BVS, whatever. But that's not fun to talk about.
Mine used to be, I thought Wonder Woman 84 was great. I haven't seen it in years, so I can't stand by this take anymore. So I gotta think of something new.
Yeah, please don't. Oh, back off of that one.
Again, people, for context, 5 years ago, I was an idiot. You might even call me stupid. So that's why my hot takes in the past were stupid.
My hot take will always be, I guess, that I like BVS, both versions of the movie, but like I prefer the Ultimate Edition. But I'm gonna go something more specific than that. Is I think the piss in a jar bit is actually interesting and good. The Granny's piss in college PhD, that's a fun moment to me. And a fun, I like, it's that, whatever. Same with the It's Cherry moment, because that's a double entendre of meaning It's Cherry, meaning we're all good. And like the power move of putting it in his mouth, I think it's fucking creepy and works for the character. Sure, it's not very Lex Luthor-y, but like he's a kind of a new OC instead in this movie, and it works to me. Get off my back, guys.
So
he likes weird mouth things, I guess.
Sean's address, no, I'm just playing.
You do have it, technically.
I do, technically. What? I was there a couple days ago. Anyways, hot take, huh? Man, DCEU.
Have you seen the whole DCEU?
I'm trying to think if I have. When did it end? Like, what was the last movie?
Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom.
Black Adam? Oh, you're right.
Was it Black Adam?
No, Black Adam was not the end.
Too. Shit. You're right. Last shot of the cockroach. No, Flash, technically.
No, Flash was before.
Is it after Flash?
It was, so 2023, it was Shazam. Shazam, Flash, Blue Beetle, then Aquaman. Aquaman was the last of them.
Damn.
Here's another hot take. The Shazam 2 doesn't suck. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, my hot take.
It's not good. Fine.
My hot take is all of Jaime Reyes's family should be in jail. but also the grandma deserves a scarab. I'm just saying. She was He was
Why
fantastic.
was he always naked? Why they burn off his clothes? Weird choice.
Yeah, I thought that was
Okay.
My head
Shout out
ass
George Lopez,
take is it's that Black Adam has some of the best action in the DCEU. This does not mean it is a good movie. It is not a good movie, but god damn it, the action was actually pretty solid and a lot of fun.
That is a spicy take. Okay. With the fun wide angle lens and the Dwayne Johnson head.
Some of the action when Dr. Fate, Hawkman doing their thing, I was messing with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Like,
So,
sure. I not mad. I guess it's just you've also watched Black Adam then? I'm so sorry. I watched that theater without Nicole because who refused to watch it with me. She doesn't like Dwayne Johnson, but especially doesn't want to watch that movie.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, let's give it
fun.
Give me your. We won't understand it, but give me your One Piece hot take that the audience might hear and be like, "Whoa!"
My One Piece hot take. Oh man, where do I even start?
There's so many.
Are we talking anime or manga? Like
they're really bad treasure hunters if they haven't found it by this point.
Well, that's just factual.
Oh, here's one that's gonna make people mad. Sanji and Zoro are equal. I don't care what y'all want to say about feats. Sanji and Zoro are equal.
That already feels hot to me from what I've seen.
And even if they're not, they are not as far apart as people think. Anime nerfs Sanji for some reason.
People, I'm guessing, assuming that Zoro is much higher is what I'm guessing people think.
Correct.
Okay. He's a swordsman. Sanji's a cook and a kicker.
And
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong. What other One Piece hot takes? Despite the pacing, the anime is good. Usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh, I'm going to give this one to you first. Give me your X-Men movie hot take. Movies only.
This is interesting. Oh man, that's interesting.
I think there'll be a lot of takes that are pretty common. I feel most opinions we have are like the general consensus on those movies. So we actually did a whole X-Men movie deep dive with Akil Clayton like 2 years ago. So like that'll be up. You guys can find that below. But like genuinely, we gone through a lot of these movies already in the podcast.
We probably mentioned this, but I've got, I guess, 2 hot takes that can't be debated. I think Days of Future Past is the best X-Men core series movie, like from not talking about like, the Wolverine spinoffs, Deadpool, not that, just X-Men titled movies. I think that's the best one. First Class is a very close second, but Days of Future Past, really love it. And then my second more spicy take is Dark Phoenix is not the worst prequel. It is actually somewhat solid. Does that mean it is good? No, it has many, 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 many problems. Apocalypse, infinitely worse. It is so much worse.
Okay. David, you have a movie hot take for me, X-Men?
I mean, where do we begin? Nerfing Storm, number 1. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Why
is Halle Berry's hair in the third one just highlights?
I don't know. Fuck Cyclops.
He sucks in all the movies.
You're saying,
In the movies.
Yes.
It's fuck Cyclops. Heavy on fuck Cyclops. I agree with Josh. I love Days of Future Past.
Be spicier.
Huh?
Be spicier.
Be spicier? I don't know.
Yeah, piss someone off. I don't know how people off right now.
I don't know how people are feeling.
X2 is good but boring.
Yep.
Is that a hot take?
I love
I agree with you on that.
He's my favorite X-Men character of all time, but like
the hot take around
Legion's
X2 is that usually
sorry.
X2 is a legitimately like really good comic book movie. No, it has not aged well.
Not. Also, doing God Loves Man Kills with having Stryker just be the guy who is a military man and having him be a guy who created like the program for Weapon X makes no goddamn sense. Changing him from a reverend, whatever. Nikhil, I did the whole thing about that on the podcast before. Nightcrawler, maybe hot take or not. I think making him, I would say they flanderized him way too much into just being a Christian and nothing else. And the sin markings is fascinating, but why is he not furry? He's supposed to have like, he's literally called the blue furry elf for a reason. He's supposed to be covered in fur. Like his design is interesting, but not very curt for a lot of it. Also, X-Ray is fun, like genuinely fun.
Rogue pissed me off.
That's just true.
Just factual. I don't know if this is hot takes or just how I feel because I haven't talked about
how I feel
about these, but Rogue pissed me off. I love Rogue, and man,
the movies nerf so many of the characters and have no real justification for why they've nerfed them.
No, not at all. Also, Stop
Uh,
doing Dark Phoenix. I need people to just leave Dark
no,
Phoenix
do
alone.
the actual Phoenix Saga, like the real true saga. Nope,
I
because like
just need to,
Phoenix is at some point just Jean. Like you
yeah,
can do a lot with her character.
yeah. But I
Also,
just
I
need
will
to,
say the Phoenix Saga leads to some of the best stories of all time. So you think you should do it, but do it fast and early on, and do a Phoenix as introduce the X Men as a TV show first, maybe like a Phoenix Saga and TV show, and then you go live and make some movie spinoffs. I don't know.
I still love they messed
I
it
don't
up
know.
twice, and the second time they were very clearly building it up more, and
And
they
a
still
half.
messed it up.
Apocalypse also teased it, so that's fun.
yeah.
Ooh, fun movie.
When I tell you I cannot remember a single thing about Apocalypse because I saw it once when it came out, and man,
I have seen it numerous times. I
why?
think it's fine, but I don't hate a bunch of Josh's.
When Sean told me, like
I
when he was doing his
here's
X-Men rewatch, that he really liked Apocalypse, I was like, "What's wrong with you? Why?"
I like it more than Dark Phoenix does. Than I like than it does.
If
But I
you like it more in
Phoenix
Dark
for
Phoenix, I'm not gonna
sure.
bash you for that, but it's the saying that Apocalypse is a good movie that irks me.
No, it's like it's quotable for me. That's a big part of it. I like the quotes. Everything they built will fall, and from the ashes of their world, we will build a better one. I think Apocalypse, design-wise, here's a hot take. It's bad design for Apocalypse, but kind of an interesting design to look at.
Waste of Oscar
Yeah.
And
Isaac's
Poe Dameron
talent.
deserved better. Yeah, that's he deserved better. Yeah. Also, not hot take. Mystique is bad in other movies, but like whatever.
I was gonna say
Uh,
that too. I don't know if that's a hot take.
Here's one. Like genuinely, I think a hot take here is that Quicksilver is bad in the movies. Using him as a get out of jail free card for random situations isn't interesting, and having him be just that fast for a scene isn't interesting, and it doesn't even make sense with how it's played out.
And this is
On
this is
Days of
the
Future
problem
Past,
with the series as a whole. They don't know
And
how to
Apocalypse both.
use characters with huge powers like that. They want to try and make it realistic in whatever ways you want to, interpret that, and it just makes scenes like that so much less interesting. But that's why on the opposite end, Wolverine has been done fine because he's just a normal dude that's just impervious and has claws. Like you could do a lot with that.
You could do a
needs
lot
to
with
be
this. Isn't in Apocalypse? Doesn't Evan or doesn't Quicksilver just hold like baby Wanda, which doesn't make sense either? Or is that Lorna?
I don't
Because
know.
Lorna is
Do you think they
whatever.
read the comics
I
when they
just
made these? No, they didn't read the comics.
yeah, it's just I'm so sick of like back when they were like we need to make superhero movies realistic that you immediately lost because what are you talking about? You're making a movie about a school of mutants automatically. Don't nobody want to see realistic mutant? What does that even mean? What is a realistic mutant? Don't piss me off. Oh my god.
the best addition movies ever did, though. Best addition by far is giving Magneto's helmet a telepathy blocker as an idea.
Mhm.
'Cause that's not from the comics; that's from the movies, and that's really smart. And so, because how do you make it make sense from the movies? Give it an ability, because it's just a dorky helmet otherwise. Although even Kellen rocked it, like it's to make it for realism's sake, having it make sense, do that. Because in the comics, usually Juggernaut's helmet does that, but having it be for him too makes sense. Also, having the school be an actual school, not just like a front for adults to hide themselves, is cool. Like having random kids just be there like, doing classwork is really fun to see. A lively school, also from the movies. So that's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
but do you know how tired I would be if I get back from a mission where I just like save the world and some fucking 12-year-old is saying 6'7"? I'm punching them in the face. So
My
I'm
favorite
just
bit
How much
saying.
in
do you fight today? 6'7"?
my favorite bit in Days of Future Past is at the end when he's in the new timeline now and he finds out that he's a history teacher and he's just like, I literally don't know the last like 40 years of history. You're gonna have to fill me in, bro.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay, hot take now on a show we've all watched: Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ooh.
My favorite show of all time.
We're talking just the
I don't know
first.
how hot this is. I think if you're a Zutara fan, that's toxic. Like I think it's a genuinely toxic relationship idea. So
Why do you hate
for
fun?
life.
I'm just kidding.
Hey now. I also just hate the idea of like oppressor with oppressed as a concept. I know that's not really what it is fully, but that's like there's hints of that, and that sucks.
I don't have too many because it's been a minute since I've watched the show all the way through. But my hot take, I guess, is that I don't think The Great Divide is a bad episode. It's a fine one from what I remember, but I don't know. People seem to think it's the worst thing ever
Oh,
made
wow.
by man, so I don't know.
It's the worst of the show. I think it's the worst episode of the show, but it's not like I think it's a bad episode for Avatar, but it's a fine episode in most TV shows.
I feel like people forget Avatar has a lot of bangers. So when there is a mid episode, it feels really bad until you actually watch mid. So,
Yeah. Like if you scroll through the Nickelodeon a day and you happen to come across that versus like, I don't know, Fanboy and Chum Chum, I'd rather watch Great Divide probably.
How dare you
What a
besmirch
deep cut
Fanboy and
right
Chum
there.
Chum, you bastard.
It's fine. I'm not saying it's Avatar level, is all I'm saying.
yeah. Wow.
Are you saying it's Avatar level TV show?
I haven't seen it since I was 9, but yes, I'm still calling you a bastard for besmirching it, you bastard.
Let's
David, what's your
see.
hottest take on Avatar?
Are we talking just the first?
Well,
Or are we
hottest
talking
is hard.
Korra as well? What are we doing?
That's a bigger question then. Just the first three, the main show.
Okay, books 1 through 3. Um,
Is it a hot take to say Katara's a great character? Because people like online are like Katara haters apparently.
what?
Like,
Okay, if that's a hot take,
seen
then,
stuff
I
like
mean, I'm a
Katara haters
Katara
like
stan.
are prevalent now.
She went from like
Idiots.
not being able to do much to she's that girl. Like I'm not fighting her. Like
No.
the bloodbender.
Also, I guess
Katara,
hottest take is that Kyoshi's not a ruthless warrior, I guess, that people think she is. She's not like some bloodthirsty menace. Like the fandom version of Kyoshi is not canon Kyoshi,
no,
which is
she
very funny to me.
no, she was beheading people left and right. Anyways, no, I'm just wrong.
Oh yeah, turn them on, besties.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but that lion turtle towards the end scared the shit out of me when I was a kid for a second. I was like, what is that? Whatever that is not good. Don't let him touch you, Aang.
Let him poke your head with the light.
Yeah. Also, I wouldn't have minded if Sparky Boom Man could talk. It would have been fun. I would have liked a little more lore on him. That's not a hot take, really.
What voice would you want for him?
What would I have wanted for him?
What voice? Ray Romano?
Yeah. Ray Romano. Maybe Billy. You know what? Billy Crystal. Fuck it.
You're saying Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. She would have been what, 2?
I love that Serena. I love that Serena Williams is also in the show. You know that as a guard.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, Iroh's prison.
She's a big fan.
Yeah. And when Iroh breaks out of prison, she's the guard who is nice to him beforehand in the Day of Black Sun.
This is not a hot take, but maybe for the Black Avatar fans, I thought Ara, Sokka, and like most of the Water Tribe was black, because I was like, oh, people with like, brown skin,
Dark skin tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
black, and then to find out it's all like Indian, so
think that in Seven Havens they'll probably have more cultural things happening based on real cultures again, like more races, I guess, because the world's so changed again. Yeah. Here's the hot take about Korra though. Korra's a great character.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Like a great character.
The Korra haters can eat my ass. I don't care. I don't care. I do not.
Also, she didn't break the chain. It was like assaulted out of her.
Yeah.
Like it was very.
I love
having a spirit reach inside you and rip out your lives is not the same thing as I lost them, guys.
Yeah, I love people being like, she ruined the connection to the past avatars. No, it was not by choice. What are we talking about here? Yes, she brought the spirit world out. She did not. She did not be like, she was not like, all right, well, I'm gonna lose all of them. Peace. No, that's not what happened.
Also, bringing spirit world out, she just followed her gut instinct to what you should do, which is what every avatar would have done probably too. I don't know, man. Sorry, she's not Avatar Kuruk, the go with the flow avatar. Who cares?
Yeah, also, who gives what? Like, oh, God.
I would say my hot take is that I absolutely love the show. I think going the more anthology route, if you want to call it that, of where each season it's a new main villain and more main plot, I don't think it was executed as well as it could have been. Because while, like, if you isolate each season, it's very interesting. But I think if you're looking at the overall picture compared to Avatar, I don't think it works quite as well. There's a lot that I love that they do in it.
That's not on Mike and Brian, though.
I know that there was
that's
a lot
on Nickelodeon.
I know, but even still, it feels weird though to not have at least planned it out to work more as a one flowing, all encompassing narrative.
Yeah,
I think my actual hottest take in the whole show of Korra is that I think that Kuvira is not as interesting to me as Amon is.
Is that a hot
I think Kuvira. I like season 4. I prefer book 1 over book 4 in general to me.
Book
I think
4, I really
Korra
like
as a
it for how it
character
explores
is-
Korra's character, but I think
Yeah.
the final villain being giant mech fight, pretty boring.
Hated that. I hated that.
And nuclear laser weapons.
Yeah, I really hated that. But I would say,
Barrack's fun.
yeah, I would say in terms of like enjoyment, 3 for sure. 3 is peak.
Mhm.
1, 4, and 1 and 4 very close, and then 2. 2 still had some great scenes though. People are like, "Oh, this whole season was trash." 2 still had some cool stuff.
Yeah.
2 has, of course, the best episode of the whole show to me, and that's the 2-parter about Avatar 1.
Yeah, and also we got introduced to Varric in that season, didn't we? And Julie.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, it explains, in my opinion, how Aang survived book 2, and that's, I think, the spirit water healed Rava and not then just heal Aang,
Mm.
because I think Rava was killed and brought back to life from that.
Yeah.
So let's one last hot take from the road before this next segment. Any category, wild card, any show, any fandom you want to put out there.
That's a great question.
I'll do one that's relevant right now, and that's the Stranger Things one that I'm not finished season 5 yet. Season 2 is the best season by far to me. Like it goes 2-1,
spicy.
pretty close, but 2. I know 2 is my favorite season, then 1, and then it goes 4-3. I think 3 is really fun. I know it's Josh's favorite season. I know that, but I think that it loses a lot of the feel of the show. That's why I think that's where and then season 4 doesn't. Of course, it's that same problems there, but I make up for it in I think Eddie Munson alone is a huge plus for me, and a lot of the actual dynamics of the show are the horror aspect is increased in season 4. I think that's fun because it's some edge. But for me, it's 2-1, 4-3, and probably 5 last right now. But I'm not far in it, so I don't know. Is Josh looking around the room for movie ideas for hot takes?
I'm looking for
or
inspiration.
just mad at my take?
Keep talking. I can hear you.
Okay, David, give me any fandom hot take you want to have.
Any fandom hot take, huh?
Or when Harry Met Sally, anything you want to take. Any movie, any show, anything.
I mean, yeah, no, I already said what I said about Harry Met Sally. I would say hot take I have is that
That you hate
the
Christopher
anime
Nolan's movies.
community. One Punch Man season 2. I've been saying it was good. Nobody wanted to believe me because the quality dropped a bit from season 1. But now that we have season 3 and
Is
it is
there
complete utter garbage, absolute trash.
revisionist history is happening?
Yeah, revisionist history. They're like, perhaps I was too harsh, and I was like, oh, now we want to be too harsh. Now we want to be too harsh. Okay.
I've seen the first half of season 1. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right, I've got my hot take at the ready.
Josh?
I think Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is actually a good movie. People like to say it's trash. They are dead wrong. Once I saw Dial of Destiny, I was like, oh, okay, so this is what not good Indiana Jones looks like.
That is your spiciest take on this podcast probably of all time.
It's
Well,
legit.
first off,
It's
that's-
not perfect. It has a lot of problems, but god damn it, the chase scene, the one people like to be like, oh, there's the CGI monkeys. You look at the rest of the scene. That shit is goddamn incredible. God damn it.
Shia LaBeouf swinging the vines in the background.
I'm
like
not
this?
saying it didn't look good. That's not my point.
I've seen clips.
The aliens, man.
Josh, you do you. You see that you did what the One Punch Man fans did. They said season 2 was garbage, and then season 3 came out, and it is literally PNG PowerPoint slides, and they're like, perhaps I was too harsh. This is what actual One Punch Man slap looks like. So I hear you. Sometimes you need
Time to
to
move on to our last segment of the show.
Yeah.
This is the super weird story section. Which, Josh, what are super weird stories?
I'm an idiot and I don't know things. I especially don't know things about comic books. So Sean yells at me about things in comic books. I'm like, oh, that's a little bit weird. And there you go.
I filled in David today what episode 1's was about the both Lois Lane and the Punisher.
What a wild one to start with.
I also told him about how Stanley had a reality TV show with superhero creation, and there's been a lot of different things. We had Dr. Vampire at one point. There's been a lot of characters. The Swordsman story was weird. And you ready for today's?
No.
David,
No.
are you familiar with the character of Zippo?
Negative.
Is that a Ziploc bag? That's
How
a
you done?
superhero?
Not quite. Before I get into this, guess what year this character debuted?
Zip.
I'll give you a hint. They're from Clue Comics.
Oh, so old school. Okay.
1957.
Is that Clue or Glue?
Yeah.
What's your guess, David?
I was gonna say 50s. So Josh said 57. I'm gonna say 55. Lower.
1943. During the war.
Damn.
Okay. So here we go. Yeah. His performance is 40 miles per gallon highway and 28 miles per gallon city. Or you into it. The quote of this character is, "I'll need my full speed to climb this pit, just like the motorcycles in carnivals." What do you think Zippo is or is like?
Is this a
I'll give
talking
you a
race
hint.
car a la Herbie?
This is a man in a yellow costume, yellow spandex, with purple accents.
Assuming he's.
He has what? Assume away. What are you assuming? I want to hear.
I don't even know. He's a fast man that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Um.
What if the Flash doesn't run, but instead little wheels on his feet?
Oh.
So
My man
in the
has.
era of yeah, I'll get to it. So to make your mark in the highly competitive field of superheroes, you need a gimmick a lot. I get it. It's hard to sell comic books. The ability to move like a jet-like velocity was a character people had a lot of. So he had a cape, sort of like a collared cape thing, a spandex costume, and this is so stupid. He had on his feet a joint, driving rods, an axle, wheel, throttles on his belt with a thruster and pistons on his belt, push down the throttle, like a whole mechanism to zoom around wherever you go. And again, 40 miles per gallon in the highway, 28 miles per gallon in the city. That's not like super fast
At all. Just
no.
get in the car. Get in the car. Like, what is even the point by that point?
So he was private investigator and part-time inventor Joe Blair creates a high-speed alter ego, Zippo. He's the motor man on wheels, in quotes, according to his own press that he created, because he's a journalism. He's a journalism. Balancing on carborundum wheels and equipped with a below-the-belt exoskeleton outfitted with a powerful compressed air engine, Zippo turns into a veritable human meteor, not really, traveling at ground speeds as much as 65 miles per hour. What a rush. Which,
Ooh.
for a man, is fast. Like, that's just if you saw a guy, that's fast. But hop in the fucking SUV, my guy.
I'm saying, literally, get in the sports car. What are you doing in the same universe as Batman with the Batmobile? He can literally do what you're
he's
doing.
probably not. That's the thing. I don't know what happened to Clue Comics and Hillman Publishing at this point. No idea. But that's fascinating to me. And that's most of what he is. He had a whole 8-issue run. That's
Ooh,
it. Which we've seen before, Josh. We've seen shorter runs.
this is
The
true.
characters. This is a lifetime compared to some other ones. It's worth noting, though, his adventures are always conveniently solved by his high-speed horsepower gizmo. Along with the inevitable high-speed chases, Zippo seems to always find a smooth, flat surface upon his for his wheels. Always to his opponent. That's convenient. His durable wheels can also whiz fast enough to cut steel. This would be fun in an MCU show as a side character to me. Like, imagine She-Hulk fighting Zippo as one of his bad guys of the week. That'd be kind of fun. Or imagine if the new DCU, we have a moment where Batman fights Zippo. Imagine Robert Pattinson fighting Zippo
Him
as a
being
murderer.
able to cut steel with his wheels, right? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Wow. What does he need that for? Like, what is he? Is he gonna kick a steel beam?
Is he keying a car that way? Across
Like,
the sky.
I don't understand. I'm like, why is that part needed? They were like, we need to give him something else that's cool. He can slice through steel. His feet.
He never fought any foe who claimed super speed of their own. So he was always the faster person.
You're the fastest
great.
person if no one talks to you.
He tends to fight weird beast men. What? And just variety crooks and thugs. Between the scientists, what the fuck? He once fought a scientist turned caveman and would-be world conqueror, Professor Schooner, the hulking, hairy dwarf called the Fly, the tubby but cat-like lynx, and a horrifically ugly goblin, in quotes.
right.
What?
I love the idea of a scientist turning caveman.
This potion. Ugga bugga. What did you literally mean? You just can't talk now? You make fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what does turning into a caveman mean? Like, what does that imply?
You
Did
hunt
he
for
lose his clothes?
You get
you gotta find a
your frontal lobe
loincloth.
shrinks. You gotta find one. Where'd I go? At Walmart. Do you have loincloths here? It's part of my gimmick. So that's all I know about Zippo. That's it.
Bring back Zippo.
Bring back wild comic book creations from that era into the modern era.
The problem is nowadays, like Marvel and DC have such a huge monopoly on comic book superheroes, and they don't make risks anymore. I mean, already like the absolute series for DC is doing okay, but they're also undoing the risk currently by having like the whole thing was like who's Superman without the family, without the Kents, and now he has an attachment to the Kents now. They added it back into it. I'm like, what the point?
It's the same with Marvel deciding to end the new Ultimate run for literally no reason. Even Jonathan Hickman, who started, he's like, I didn't want this to end. I still had things I wanted to do with it. So I guess weird is out, I guess.
Weird indeed.
So what is he gonna
Anyway.
do if there's traffic?
He's gonna cut through the cars. That's why he has this. That's why he can cut through steel.
Hold on. Imagine Zippo on the 101 here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, what is he doing? What is he genuinely? What is he doing? Is
If he
cutting
can
through
only
cars
go
to
up
get
to
the gun?
60 in LA traffic, he's slowing down the traffic. I've been to LA.
55,
You
right,
guys
yeah.
are mad on the road.
Yeah, he's the reason we have traffic.
I want to see him in the rain.
Oh my god. Yeah, what happens that there's so many issues with Zippo.
How well is uphill? I don't know. Also, he has miles per gallon. Hold on, that doesn't make sense to me because like it's a compressed
Is he
air.
ingesting gas?
He's either eating the
it's
gas or he has like a
compressed
backpack
air
of gas on him.
I never mentioned gasoline on here, so I'm like, what the fuck? Do you want to see him? Picture of him?
Please.
I have a photo. That for the camera is Zippo.
Wow.
It looks like he attached just
That's my
gears
guy.
to his feet, not wheels.
Can you imagine like you're in trouble
It's
and
like
someone's like, don't worry, Zippo was on the way? I'm cooked. Like,
He'll be here in about 10 minutes.
yeah, I'm cooked. I'm just gonna resign myself to death.
It reminds me of what's those? I've seen recently. There's a motorized thing. It's kind of like the one wheel, but it's like found it. It's a magic hover shoes. Was it? Find it?
These
Yeah,
real
look at magic hover shoes. Yes,
magic hover shoes.
they are singular feet wheels. Imagine the hoverboard things, but it's just detached for each feet, so you just consume it like that individually.
Oh, I've seen these actually.
So Zippo exists. You can be him now.
Yeah. So what
Do
can
I
it go
want
up
to
to?
be,
What was
though?
it 65 miles?
That's fair. I don't know about. And yes, Josh, you do want to be Zippo. That's the life goal. We all want Zippo.
I'll take
David,
the Heelys over that any day, and I never had Heelys as a child.
Anything to plug today?
No. I was gonna say I had Heelys once, almost broke my face, and stopped wearing the wheels. So, maybe Zippo's more
Nice.
talented than I give him credit for. As for plugs,
I lost my wheels for Heelys.
damn, you just had
Because you
E's.
can have shoes as well, so we had to swap them out, and then they're gone.
You just had Lee's. That's it.
Yeah.
No heel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why I
nothing.
heel?
Nothing to plug right now. Keep an eye on Hulu in the spring.
Okay, that's vague enough. It can
So,
be.
For show,
That's like
show,
reality show.
reality show. Yeah, I think it comes out in the spring, and
What can people find you online?
you can't.
Don't find me.
Don't look me up.
I am D Walden, WALDEN 18. On Instagram, Twitter. I need to get off Twitter because it's just ugh.
It's just I only use it for film stuff at this point.
It's
It's literally
so-
that's all it is.
Get
It's
off of it.
otherwise.
It's so nice. I've been off it for a year. I feel wonderful. I mean, granted, the world's still
It's
on fire,
so-
but at least I'm not hearing about it constantly.
Yeah, and it's not like a million bots.
Yeah. Josh, where can people find you online?
I'm at Instagram at J_Rudy16, YouTube at Josh Rudolph, and Letterboxd at my name. I keep forgetting I changed that.
I am SEANDOTMOV, Sean.MOV, everywhere. And you can email our show at podgeekspeak@gmail.com. Join us on our Discord for real-time conversations as well. And you even can message us, David here, about One Piece there if you want to. We can be like, hey, One Piece, you're wrong.
You can be like,
Sanji's more powerful.
you can be like, Sanji is weak, and then I'll personally find you and give you a kick in the head. So,
And Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for watching or listening, or thank you for joining us today at all. We'll be back hopefully next week, maybe the week after that. We'll find out soon. Bye.
bye.